think that the blue states got it wrong. They were so caught up in these vaccines and everything that they just literally shut everything down, and they made their cities into death zones. They killed their businesses. They made people want to leave. And even my wife and I, during the pandemic, we got so sick of just being locked into everything in Chicago. We went down to Florida and we spent a gang of money down in Florida. And I thought, I bet you there's a lot of people who are doing what we're doing. So it didn't surprise me at all after the pandemic when the southern states recovered and grew financially. The northern states, or the blue states, did not. If you go to San Francisco, it's not so good. Chicago has a lot of problems it didn't have before the pandemic. You go out to Seattle. Seattle was so scary. I thought I might have to hurt somebody when I was in Seattle. I said, what the hell's going on? I feel like I'm in Gotham City right now. So ultimately, the honest to God truth, it was Portland I was in. I'm sorry, but Seattle, same thing. My friends in Seattle say the same thing. So what I'm saying is that you're just gonna see a lot of economic activity go down south. In fact, actually, for the first time ever, or the first time since the Civil War, I think the South actually has more economic activity and a higher GDP than the North. And I think a lot of it was because the red states were quicker to move past the pandemic. They were quicker to say, no, Ohio State, my alma mater, they wanted to cancel half the football season and everything else. But there were people down in Alabama that said, no, we're ready to play the whole football season because we're not scared. So long story short, I think that this move down south is something that started really during the pandemic. I think it's going to continue, and I think that you're going to see a lot of financial hubs appear in warmer places. In fact, a lot of people move from New York down to places like Miami, and so Miami's actually grown as a financial hub because of that. So this is pretty much everything that I'm seeing right now. I just want to give you guys a quick update on the market. I don't think today was such a bad day. I thought it was going to be a terrible day. It turned out to be a mediocre day. I'll take mediocre over what I thought was going to be terrible before. And so I feel like that it was perfectly fine. Now, one thing I want to show you guys really quickly, if you want to take a look, if you'll indulge me and take a look, we have really great financial workbooks for kids. And so like this particular workbook is for first through third graders, and it covers investing. And so it basically gives simple examples that allow children to learn about investing at an early age. And we have a whole bunch of these things in terms of different grade bands and stuff like that. So one of the beliefs that we have is that we believe, and we know for sure, the studies show that the sooner you introduce your children to investing, the sooner they're going to be prepared to compete. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of our kids just being raised to chase jobs and to beg and to be financially desperate. That's beneath us. That's not who we're supposed to be. And so anyway, we have these financial workbooks. And so, and in fact, we actually have something called the Black Wealth Ambassadors Program, which is pretty cool in that what we do is we support you, you support the school. And so we allow you to buy these workbooks for literally 70% off. So that drops the price from $40 down to $12. So if you want to buy the books cheaply, and as well as all of our other products, super cheap, you could resell them if you want to, make it into a business. If you are into this, and you know others that might be into this as well, that want to educate their kids, you can start a family investment club. And so if you text the word wealth to 87948, then you can actually get the discount that way. I'll text the discount out right after I get done with this video.